Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Just wanted to say Happy New Year and thank you so much for joining me. Today I thought I would show you guys what I do if I just only have like 5-10 minutes and I want to feel like I am put together and presentable to be outside, but I don't want to spend like 30 minutes to do that full face of makeup that I usually do. So I'll go ahead and get started. So of course, I'm sure you guys have noticed, because I'm extra, I do wear a full set of lashes every day. So I've already prepped these lashes. They are waiting for me on these little clippy guys with some glue that is drying. If you would like some tips on how to put on false lashes, I can link that video for you below. But of course, you don't have to do that part if you don't wear false lashes every day like me, even when I only have 5 minutes to get ready. Instead of doing the false lashes, just pop on a little bit of mascara really quickly and that will pull together your look. But what I will do first is I'm really enjoying the Glossier Stretch Concealer. It comes in a little pot like this, and I have the color G8, and this is a color that is very, very close to my skin tone. So what I'm going to do is I just have some like dark circles under my eyes, and just like a couple areas like here, and maybe a little bit on my nose or my chin that I might want to just blend and cover up a little bit. So for a day like this, you're going to want to pick a concealer that is going to be very close to your skin tone. That way you could just kind of blur out things that you don't want to be seen, but you're not going to do like a full foundation or anything like that. So I'm just going to start by putting a little bit of the concealer under my eyes. And I really like this stretch concealer because it's very hydrating and it's buildable. So if you feel like there's areas that you want a little bit more coverage, you can kind of layer it on. But I just kind of like to pop it onto the areas, like I have a little bit of an acne scar here. So anywhere where you would just like a little bit of coverage, just kind of put a little bit on your finger and tap it in. But if you can see, you can't really see where I've put the concealer. It's just kind of hiding those dark areas. All right, so I just put the Glossier Stretch Concealer under my eyes and some scars or some redness in my nose that I want to cover up, but that is pretty much it. I'm not going to put a full foundation on or anything today. So I feel like my skin looks a little bit white and washed out if I don't wear any foundation at all. So what I'm going to go in with is the Matte Stick Matte Bronzer, and it's going to just add a little bit of color and dimension into my skin. It's very easily blendable, and it's not going to feel like too cakey or anything. So I'm just going to quickly add some of this in. You could blend it out with your fingers, but I'm just going to really quickly blend it out with this brush that I have. It's a crown brush that I will link for you guys below. But I feel like just a little bit of this bronzer just warms up my face a little bit. And as you can see, very easily blending it out. So as you can see, that was very easy to blend out, but just gave me a little bit of color that I felt like I needed. And then I wanted to kind of fill in my brows right now, because if I leave my brows the way they are, I feel like they're a little bit too light. I would like to fill in a little bit. So my two favorite brow products right now are the Glossier Brow Flick. It is a tipped pen that I'm going to just go in and fill in some faux brow hairs. And then I could stop there, but of course, more is more. I'm going to use a little bit of the Glossier Boy Brow to fluff up the hairs as well. Alright, so I just used the brow flick to draw in some faux brow hairs to make my brows like a little bit fluffier, and you could definitely stop there too. And I also forgot that I like to use the bronzer stick and put a little bit of the bronzer on my finger and then just put it on my lid, and it's a really quick way to add a little bit of color and warmth onto your lid, just really fast. That just, makes it look like you added a little bit of effort to put a little bit of color on your eyes. But I just love this stuff. I've even used this on my lips if you wanted to have a little bit of like a nude lip. That works well too, but just quickly put a little bit of color on my eyes. All right, and then now I'm going to go ahead and put on my lashes because they have been sitting here drying and waiting for me. And so I'm going to just quickly pop them on. Waited for the glue to get a little bit tacky so they don't go slipping and sliding everywhere. Alright, so I just quickly popped my lashes on, so those are done. Of course, you don't have to do the false lashes if that's not your thing. Just add a little bit of mascara and you're all set. Another item that I'm really enjoying is the Cloud Paint by Glossier. I have the color Storm. It's a nice kind of like rosy, plummy color. But what is really great for when you're trying to do a quick makeup look, I like things that double for multiple purposes. So I just push a little bit goes a long way for this. And so I just like to put a little bit on the cheeks and then I kind of just pat it in, and it's really nicely blendable, but it just adds a little nice rosy color to your cheeks. But definitely buildable if you want more and more color. But I like to just pat it in. And apologies, my nails are still not done, I know. Girlfriend needs to get a manicure. So again, just patting it in. Alright, so now that my cheeks are nice and a little rosy, I'm also going to pop a little bit of this on my lips as well to add a little bit of color to my lips. And just before I started, I just put a little bit of the Dior Lip Maximizer. I always put this on while I'm getting ready because I feel like it just moisturizes and plumps my lips and preps it for whatever I want to put on it. So a lot of times I'm just out the door with this gloss on, but I also like to put this on my lips to add a little bit of color. But yeah, love the Cloud Paint on my lips because it just leaves a little bit of a stain and easy color that I just put on my lips and my cheeks. And then from here, I'm basically pretty much done. I'm just going to add a little bit of translucent powder to set everything like the concealer and everything that I have going on. I am really enjoying the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Translucent Powder. And this is just a nice powder that doesn't add any color, but just sets everything, because I did use a lot of cream products like the concealer, the cream bronzer, so it's nice to kind of set everything with a matte powder. And then there's something about this Bye Bye Pore powder that just makes you look airbrushed. It does really kind of erase those pores and make your skin look very flawless. I'm just going to use a little bit of the powder on my finger, set that cream bronzer that we put on the lid, just really roughly putting a little bit of powder on there. All right, and the last thing that I'm going to do is pop a little bit of the Boy Brow through my brows. And of course, you don't have to do this step if you don't feel like you need it. So I'm pretty much done here. This is just a quick 5 to 10 minute makeup look. Depending on your eyebrow needs, you might only need one or the other. This one to fill in any bald spots, and then this one to kind of just fluff them out. So again, this is really easy to do a quick casual brow. Then again, really enjoying the Flex Concealer. I just use this to cover up any spots that I want to kind of blend into my skin tone. And then I just use a little bit of the stick bronzer to warm up my face. And then I use the cloud paint on my cheeks and on my lips. I set everything with the translucent powder, and that is about it. And again, of course, you don't have to do the lashes. I just personally like them. But at that point, you would just put a little bit of mascara on if you're more of a mascara kind of girl. And then I feel like you're done. You just have a nice little easy makeup look. But hope you guys enjoyed those tips. I will be sure to link all these options for you below. And thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell. Happy New Year, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!